Hello, my loves, and welcome to another Saturday Night Live mukbang in kitchen with me, pal.
Me, Jason.
Together,
those vegan guys.
Good evening. Hope you're all well. I have just filmed myself creating this in portrait, so I can do a short, so I can do a reel on Instagram. So check out our Instagram account later. I'll put it up. I used sellotape and my mobile phone and the bread bin.
Blue pizza style.
Really did.
Yeah. I was quite impressed. I came down and I heard him talking because I didn't know. I was like, what's he doing? What's he doing? And then I came in and lo and behold, welcome one and all anyway. Saturday night, mukbang. We're here with a flag on a plate. Kebab.
It's a kind of sort of kebab. And if you're a regular viewer of our meals vlogs, which go up every Tuesday and document our previous 7 nights of dinners, down to earth vegan dinners, you'll have seen this quite a lot. So I kept the packaging to show folk. Right, so this is the packaging for the kebab wraps from Lidl. As you can see, they're clearly marked vegan.
Well, might not be able to see that bit, but
trust me, they're clearly marked vegan.
They are.
They're beautiful. Can't remember what price they are.
They're cheap, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're like £1 odd.
$1.29 or
something like that.
So we've done these quite a bit of late, and I've used Vivera shawarma kebab. I've used doner kebab, but tonight, because we've had a right busy day, I'll tell you about it in a minute. I'll tell you a bit of it anyway. I said to Jay, I need to, because they don't have anything like that at Lidl, like fake meat shreds or anything. So I said to Jay, we need good Sainsbury's. Anyway, traffic with that bad in Oldham. The talking mood, can you tell? Traffic with that bad in Oldham. I said, forget it, Jay. Go home. Have something that'll make do.
He didn't say it like that.
So I've used these. Tesco Plant Chef hot and spicy no chicken strips. So that's what you can see in the middle there.
Here.
I've also used, that I got from Lidl today, smashed avocado and lime. That's under the salad. And caramelized onion hummus from Lidl today. That's under the meat, along with some La Hot Creole hot sauce.
It's jam-packed.
And sliced tomato with plain old mayo.
Or tomato if you're English.
Tomato. Tomato, tomato.
Carry on. Adam says it's backing up what I said before we went live. That is a heavy, packed kebab. No way that's being rolled and eaten without an absolute mess on your face.
Well,
yeah, it's all good.
Sometimes life is messy.
Yeah, absolutely. So before we dive in, I'll show you the wine in a second. As Paul said before, it's been a busy day. It's been a busy month, to be honest. We're not going to bore you with the doom and gloom of it all in any great detail.
No,
but we will touch on it.
We'll say that Rona's doing great.
Yes.
Rona is Jason's mum.
Yes.
And for those of you that are unaware, we've talked about it openly on the channel. A month ago, she was rushed into hospital and has been through a major surgery, and it has stage 4 cancer. But this Sunday, tomorrow, she will have been in hospital for exactly 4 weeks. Exactly. So we've made their house Rona friendly today.
We have,
haven't we?
We have, yeah.
It was ready for her coming home.
It was needed because I think it's imminent, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be over the next few days that she's coming home, and we're really, really glad about that, because it's been a tough month, and Jason's only not been to the hospital one day when he had a cold, and then he went after that but wore a mask for 2 days, didn't you? I didn't go for 4 days, because when I get a cold with COPD, I'm proper like, I'm quite contagious, I think was what I was trying to say.
Yes. It's kind of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Welcome, Sandy. Sandy says, hi, I'm new here and new vegan. Nice to meet you guys. Welcome, Sandy. Welcome to the community and welcome to vegan.
Well, hello there. Hello there.
Yes, you are now part of a wonderful community. And I'll say it because you're new, and to anybody else that's new here.
Oops, I'll say it again.
We try to book the trend on this channel with trying to keep things positive 90% of the time. We don't do clickbait really at all, and we try to lift people up and not put people down. That's what the channel's about. It's a lifestyle channel, but it's predominantly vegan.
How are we going to manage this, do you think?
I don't know. I've got some roll on the side here, just in case it gets really messy.
I'll give you another close-up look at the kebab before I try and fold and eat it.
There we go.
Looking a little bit like a flag, tasty, full of goodness.
Excellent, excellent. So before we dive in, I'm going to show you the wine in a second. Don't you worry, David. But I'm going to do what I always do. I want to scroll right up to the very top and give shout out to the few people who are here bright and early. So welcome Sharon, Tracy and Lee.
Oh, right, Tracy. Tracy is one of our long time now, very regular supporters and subscribers. It's her birthday today. She's nipped out for a meal with good old Leroy.
Yeah.
Date night when it's your birthday. Yeah, one last week.
Yeah, I did. Great.
But Tracy, we don't do this with everybody, but for you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Tracy, happy birthday to you, and many more. There we go.
Happy birthday, Chuck.
Right, what wine we having, Bromers? I'll say some more names.
All right, yeah, you say names.
David.
Welcome, one and all.
Julie, Melissa, Adam, of course. Oh, there's all kinds of folks. Oh, yeah. Now it's said Flanny. Ooh.
Jenny.
Vampire Jack.
Connie. Cat.
Oh, Bev's there. Hello, Bev.
Oh,
and
Bev,
I think,
bless you.
I think Bev, Ashley, and Leanne, our lovely friends and moderators, are all here this evening. Whether they will have the time to stay or not, we don't know.
Salute you all.
It's never expected. We always say that.
Salute
Dorcas, I've got to say thank you to you in a minute, my gorgeous. Aaron, oh, yeah. Oh, where were we today? Oh, Lidl. They've already got vegan mince pies in a box of 6.
To be honest, they might have had other stuff. I just noticed the mince pies because they were clearly marked vegan, and I was like, good on you, Lidl. Well done. Well done.
Oh, and Ray and Tom and Victoria. Good evening, my darlings. Christine, Rosie. There's all kinds of folk. The vegan Motorhead. Metalhead, I'm so sorry.
Motorhead.
I want to make homemade dumplings. Oh.
Nice. Yeah, so welcome one and all.
Yeah,
if we've missed anyone.
Let's get down to the bottom now so that we can keep our eye on things. Dorcas, darling, sweetheart, lovely, Dorcas. Well, first of all, thank you to Flanny for the lovely voucher.
Yes.
And to the lovely Leanne and Imran for the lovely gifts for your birthday.
Yeah, lovely. Proper nice. And that tiny Rebel beer, that Welsh
ale.
ale.
That was gorgeous, man.
So nice.
That was beautiful.
So nice.
Beautiful ale.
Yeah.
And thank you to Dorcas for our lovely cards last week and our 2 lovely gifts this week. Our lovely juice, thank you. You've stocked us right up there. Yeah. And then the Granny's, what is it? Granny's Kitchen Peppers.
Oh, that jar. Yeah.
Forward to trying some of them, Dorcas.
Yeah.
All of the Dorcas. So thank you all, one and all. It has been, as many of you know, it's been a tough month, and it doesn't look to be getting
resolved anytime soon.
It's a mess.
It's a bit of a mess, but you know what? As we said in the meals vlog over the last couple of weeks,
we've got each other.
We've got each other, and we are continuing to focus on the positives as much as we can, wherever we can grab them.
Our film stuff.
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Well, should we get to the wine?
Yes,
which we keep promising,
yes,
and then we keep talking.
Yes. Well,
so this is the fancy. I'll say fancy because it's
£6.49.
£6.49, and for Aldi, that's
it's the only one that we buy now and again that's above a £5.
Yeah, Estevez Edition Limitada, limited edition.
Edition Limitada.
I don't. It's Chilean.
They speak Spanish in Chile, don't they?
Pinot Noir, wine of Chile. It's lovely. We've had it
in the
before.
comments there. Do they speak Spanish in Chile? Because I know they do in Mexico.
Clearly marked vegan on the back. I don't know whether you'll be able to see that or not. But there you go. Yeah. So that's what we're having with this delightful meal. And I'll say it again. Welcome one, welcome all, as I pour us the wine. Glad you're here, and hope that you have something nice planned for the weekend, whatever that may be. Whether it's going out and doing something, seeing folk, or just having a nice relaxed one at home.
Is it Portuguese in Chile? I would have never thought that, Bev.
Ooh.
I'm going to check that now.
Right.
What language do they speak in Chile?
The answer's Spanish.
Spanish.
Well done, Leanne.
I had a feeling, that the people in Chile speak Spanish.
That's all kinds of wrong.
What is that song? I got a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night. Yeah.
Will.i.am.
Oh, it isn't it? Tonight's the night.
Not Will.i.am. Will.i.am's a drag queen.
No, that's William.
Ah, right. Okay.
Will.i.am is,
Getting confused. Yeah, I'm hesitating to dive into this because I think, as Adam said, it's going to be a bit of a messy one.
It is.
I'm going to see whether you manage to successfully achieve a wrap or fold or something with it remaining intact and retaining its integrity.
Well, this is what I normally do when we're sat in there.
It's looking promising, to be fair. Fabulous. Fabulous. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Black Eyed Peas. Thank you, Adam. Thank you.
With Will.i.am and Fergie.
I think so, yeah.
And a few other folk.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, people, for the reminders, for the thumbs up on the live. It's always appreciated. It helps more people discover the channel. It really does. The YouTube algorithm's all over the place these days. So anything that helps us get the down-to-earth vegan message out there, always appreciated. Do you want to film this?
Oh!
Do you want to film me having a bite?
Yeah.
This is Paul finishing off.
Yeah, finishing off the portrait.
What you was talking
Video
about.
I've done.
Yeah, so I'm just going to do that. Let's just make it a little bit easier.
Okay, we're live on YouTube already. There's everybody in the chat. 122 people watching. Bless you all. You can see this on Instagram later. Jason, I've already had a bite. Jay.
Yeah.
What's it like?
I'm going to dive in right now and tell you. Oh, so good. So good. I don't know where to look.
That was it. I stopped it. So good. Isn't it delicious?
Just the right amount of heat as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's incredible.
Oh, I know.
And it does help that this is incredible bread.
Oh, it's beautiful.
From Lidl as well. in terms of being a cracking vessel for all of that beautiful stuff. You know, delivery mechanism, as some might say. Cheers. Oh, hang on, you just had another bite, haven't you? I shall wait a second. Alex is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Cheers.
To wonderful times, not just good.
Wonderful times.
To wonderful times, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Look each other in the eye when you do a cheers and you mean it. While you have your drink. You told me that a few nights ago, and it's proper stuck with me.
So yeah, anybody who isn't aware, if we miss anything in the chat whilst we're stuffing our faces, we will segue after we've eaten, bring you in a little bit closer, catch up on a few things, answer a few questions, talk about a few stuffs.
Yeah, somebody's asking us about Alien.
That's what prompted me
to keep the chat.
You know, I'd only scrolled up for a second just to check I've not missed anything.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to scroll back down. We good? Yeah. Right. Let's continue. Beautiful wine. Beautiful. I'm partial to a Pinot Noir. Not that I'm an expert. Said this many, many times. I'm not an expert when it comes to wine, but
we know what we like.
We do know what we like.
And what we don't like. I don't like Cabernet Sauvignon. I feel like I'm drinking wine, sucking it through wood. Not for me.
Oh, Peter's in the house. Welcome, Peter.
God damn it.
Dorcas, definitely get yourself to Lidl if you can.
So yeah, today for we can talk about it, can't we? It's not big. We had to swap the dining room and the bedroom for Mum and Dad, didn't we? Ready for Mum coming home, so she's got everything easily within reach, can get to the sofa easily. She's going to have care moving forward twice a day. She's brilliant.
Yeah,
that's going to be really helpful. And of course, once she's out, see, she's done it right at time. She's not daft. Autumn's coming, soup season, isn't it?
Of course.
I'll be doing big pans of soup. Take Joel some down. Mum and Dad brought some up. Us two. Sorted.
Yeah. It's been a productive day, hasn't it?
Yeah. Very.
Oh, rare. How rude. Can't put wood in my mouth. Thanks, Bev, for the reminder. Always appreciated. Peter says, I'm feeling extremely excited. My sister is having a baby next month.
Oh.
How wonderful. Congratulations.
Will this be your first time being an uncle, Peter?
Aaron. We have vegan Baby Bell and vegan Cathedral City. Now we need vegan cheese strings.
Somebody, I'm sure I'd seen it somewhere that there's a Dairy Dunkers that's come out. I'd love vegan Dairy triangles.
When you said that, then I had a vague recollection of having a cheese triangle, but it not being dairy. But have I just imagined that?
Are you thinking of Baby Bells?
I might be. You know how my brain is sometimes.
Because we've had the vegan Baby Bells and they were okay.
Yeah. Peter says, you're making me hungry. I'm going out for lunch soon with friends. How lovely. Vampire Jack is clearly excited about the new Salem's Lot. Just a few more days until the new Salem's Lot.
Jay made a good point earlier today. He said, It's like Hollywood has suddenly remembered that vampires exist again.
Or just
We've got like
writers and filmmakers in general.
Salem's Lot,
We've got the Rattlers.
Nosferatu, and the Rattlers are all coming out.
If you haven't seen the trailer for the Rattlers, it looks very good.
Is it the Rattlers or the Radleys?
I think it's the Rattlers.
The Rattlers.
And I think it's a British film, if I'm not mistaken. Laughing Cow. Triangles.
Mm. Mm.
I'm going to have more. I'm going to have more. I was pausing because I think I'm going to end up smashing this pretty quickly. You know, and normally I take my time with a mukbang, but... Oh no! I just lost a bit of tomato.
That's nice to read.
What's that?
Joseph, I hope you enjoy breaking your fast. It's always a wonderful time. Tom. Had a great night at Bath Rugby last week. The Herbal Kitchen, a local small independent pizza company, now has their pizza van at every match.
Wow.
A shining light among all of the burger bands.
Tom, that's awesome.
That's bloody brilliant.
That is awesome.
If you live anywhere near Bath, go support rugby and go and get a vegan pizza while they're having a match.
That is brilliant, though. That is absolutely brilliant. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. This is awesome.
Oh, yes. So we got asked about Alien.
Do you want to talk about that now while we're eating? Because we got to be careful of the no spoilers. Just be mindful of that. Do you know what I mean?
It had everything I wanted. I think, like all movies, some of the characters you're more drawn to than others. And I think that's how it was written. I think it's very respectful to the franchise.
Yeah.
And the stories therein.
Just interject for 1 second and say, Bev, thank you for popping in. Take care of yourself. Self-care and all that jazz.
Rest well, darling.
Yes.
Much love to you, Joy, and Daniel the Spaniel.
Yes.
Love you, girl.
Yeah, back to Alien Romulus. So, yeah, everything that Paul just said. I think what I'd said...
I don't know how Bev identifies. If I offended you by saying girl, I'm sorry.
I
try to be respectful of pronouns.
Yeah.
The least we can do in this day and age.
True that. True.
Other than be vegan, sorry.
Yeah, I think after we'd watched the film, just for context as well, it's been an awful long time since we've been to the cinema. It's been to the pictures to watch a film. So that was nice to just have that experience of watching it on the big screen.
Yeah.
It was a great film. As an absolute die-hard fan of the franchise, it was a great film. Was it a perfect film?
No.
I don't think it was perfect. I think there's a couple of little things.
There was one particular part, and it's to do with CGI, where both of us were like, oh, why?
But it's a tiny thing.
For the most part.
Yeah. There's a lot of...
You can get past that, can't you?
Yeah, you can get past it. There's a lot of just absolutely brilliant stuff in there. And I can say this safely because it's been in the trailers, and the trailers did the rounds big time before the film was released. I won't go into detail, but what I will say that I was really impressed with is that in Alien Romulus, we got to see stuff that we've never seen before in any other Alien film. And I think at this stage in the game, anybody who's a fan of the Alien films, you'd probably be thinking, well, surely we've seen everything there is to see in terms of an Alien film. But there's a few really standout little stellar moments.
Sally. Andy was my favourite character. We both said that.
Yeah.
Loved him
so
much.
But yeah, it was brilliant.
So much.
It was brilliant. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Highly recommended. Even if you've never watched an Alien film, you can watch it as a standalone. Obviously, it helps if you've seen the others. So good. So good. Ah, Julie, the Goonies and E.T. are absolutely up there as some of our all-time favourites. I mean, you know, got the Goonies quote on the car, haven't we? So, you know what I mean? Vampire Jack says the Radleys looks like a Brit take on the Hamiltons. Docker says, I don't know whether you saw this before. I'm shocked at how neat you both are. I would be wearing a good third of that. Blood Rose, we're not goths, but the Nosferatu trailer does look really good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Love anything to do with vampires, so I'm really glad to see this bit of a resurgence.
Yeah.
Goonies 2 isn't on the way, Vampire Jack. That's a massive fake news thing there. I had my heart jumped out of my chest a couple of weeks ago when I read a headline saying that Goonies 2 had been greenlit. And it is, as far as I'm aware, it's just not happening. And I'm glad about that. I'll be honest with you. I'm really glad about that. I don't think they should do a Goonies 2. I really don't. And I stand firmly by that. Judge me. Judge me if you want. Oh. You too, Adam. I've just noticed. You said it first, didn't you? Prove to me.
Prove what?
Give me an official source that says Goonies 2 is real and it's being made and it's starting filming next year. Because I looked into it. It ain't happening. Flanny, I'll get your coat for you. I'm going to highlight that one. That you've got to remedy that this Christmas.
Both of you, Deb and Andy. Have neither of you seen it?
Please remedy that. And Christmas is a great time to watch the Goonies. Not that it's festive in any way, shape or form. It's just, you know, nostalgia and all that. Oh, no way. Ginger York. That's so cool. I spend my summers very near where Goonies was filmed. Oh, that coast.
There's a beautiful video by Herb Atter.
Yes. Oh, it's so good.
It makes me cry every time I watch it.
Yeah, me too.
It's
so good.
He goes to the locations, and puts himself in some of the shots, and it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's one of the best things I think I've ever seen on YouTube. I'm not going to lie. It's one of the best things I've ever seen on YouTube. Bias, of course. But, yeah. If they're going to do anything with the Goonies...
Sorry, I said his name wrong. Herve
Atter.
Herve, and then his surname A-double-T-A. Oh, love. You okay?
I just inhaled a bit of salad and it just went right down.
Never inhale lettuce, man. that stuff will kill you.
I can't stop eating this, but I'm going to put it back down for a second. Oh. My goodness. So good. Salad in the lungs, Ashley. Yeah.
Aaron, that sounds gorgeous, actually. Vegan naan bread, Balti sauce with Linda McCartney's meatballs with basmati rice. Sounds beautiful. Gorgeous, man.
Yeah. Julia says, Jason, I heard the same about
both
Goonies.
of them. Both Deb and Andy have never seen the Goonies. Guys,
please.
You know we love you, don't you? Of course we do. Beautiful painting our dad did here. Trust us when we say, just for a taste of nostalgia and for some beautiful friendships, it's worth a watch. Isn't it though?
Absolutely is. It absolutely is. Right.
Yeah, they've been talking about Never-Ending Story, a new Never-Ending Story as well and it's like that too is not true.
Right. I don't think we've missed too much. I just had a quick scroll back up just to check things. Yes, we are all good, I think. A couple of people mentioned Lost Boys, another absolute gem of a film. I think that's the thing, isn't it? Like, I don't think Lost Boy was supposed to necessarily be a particularly scary film. I'm not even going to...
Don't acknowledge it.
No, I'm not going to even acknowledge that, Adam.
We've seen your dad joke, Adam. We've seen it.
I'm laughing, but it is a dad joke, but it's funny.
Oh, Eloise, thank you, sweetheart. That's a beautiful thing to say.
Oh, bless you. Cheers.
I'm glad you get something positive from our videos, because we get something positive from making them and from spending time with you guys. So,
yeah.
Can I have I don't have any wine over here.
Well, I'll just finish my wine first. Why don't you carry on scrolling, and why don't you just be patient for a second?
I need a little patience.
Film and media always gets people chatting, doesn't it? We all love to be entertained. And we should chat more about it later as well. Briefly.
There we go.
Delightful. All caught up. Excellent.
And it should just move now.
Yes. Oh, Adam, Fright Night's brilliant.
Oh, is that the one where there's a guy who lives next door to him?
Yes.
And he keeps trying to tell everyone that he's a vampire.
Yeah.
And he's kind of hot. It's kind of hot.
What, the vampire? Well, aren't all vampires hot?
Yeah. That's Fry who's not. Yeah, come on.
We've got to see the new. There might be there's a new take on this.
No, he looks the same everywhere. He's horrible.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. But generally speaking, am I wrong? Aren't vampires just hot in general?
Fiona, we have seen The Fourth Kind. It's bloody brilliant.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Such a good movie.
That was a good one.
Love that film. I've not seen that one for a while actually. There was no owl.
Oh no, Tracy, that sucks.
Wow.
Tracy says dinner out cancelled, university football traffic, get to see the live and have pizza and birthday cupcakes instead. Well, okay, that's great. Well done, you.
We sang you happy birthday near the start, just so you know.
Yeah.
So you could catch it when you came back in.
We had to
make
do
sure
that.
You watch the beginning later.
We had to
and
do
happy
that.
Birthday, sweetheart.
Yeah. Cheers.
Happy birthday, Trace.
Yeah, cheers. Enjoy your pizza and your birthday cupcakes.
And to everyone who's having a special day today, being it a birthday, an anniversary, or just you're feeling freaking good, and that's just wonderful. Here's to you.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
It's just the wine just nearly went then. Don't know if you noticed.
Right. I'm
yeah, I know. Me too.
I'm getting there.
That's nice.
Pretty, ain't it? Ain't that pretty?
Fanny says, okay, we'll watch Goonies if you watch Rubber.
Rubber? What is that?
Right, so I'm going to scroll back down. As we often say when
is that an horror film?
When we're live streaming, if we've missed something, please do feel free to copy paste it when we've finished stuffing our faces. If there is anything that's anything burning that you'd really like to, pass our way. The Killer Tire movie.
Really? Oh, that's what I watched last night. Speaking of killers, I don't know why this came to me because they're not really. We've never seen the trilogy.
Yeah.
Unbreakable.
Glass? No, split. What's the other one? I can't
Glass.
remember. Is it?
The final one is glass.
Yeah, we've never seen the M. Night Shyamalan trilogy, so we started on the first one last night, Unbreakable.
We enjoyed it.
It was good. It was very good, yeah. I appreciate we're late to the party. Yeah. Oh,
man, this is better than any kebab you can buy.
Adam, I'm so glad you've mentioned that, dude, because that was on my mental to-do list to mention at some point this evening. But as soon as you've mentioned it, I shall highlight it and just touch on that very briefly.
That's me the blue roll, please. Naked Sprout, by the way.
Yeah, Brian May has always been a legend, and he's a legend once more in calling out the BS that is RSPCA's farm assurance
This was
thing.
on your list to mention, wasn't it?
I just said that, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. It needs to be called out for what it is. It's BS. It's absolute BS. And there's so many activists and organisations that have gone and investigated, you know, over 40 different farms in the UK and found them beyond lacking in terms of animal welfare. The whole thing needs to be completely scrapped, and they need to start again from scratch. And it's hurting the RSPCA. You know, people are seeing it for what it is. It's absolute BS. There's no dancing around the issue. So, you know, hopefully there's going to be serious reform there, and they're going to sort something out. But as many people have said, there is no way to remove the cruelty from factory farming and from killing animals to eat them.
No, you can't. You cannot kill an animal humanely.
So
you cannot humanely kill something that doesn't want to die. I'll repeat that. You cannot humanely kill something that doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
The only time that should be done is when an animal is in distress, real distress, and there's no, you know, like we all do with our pets, come the end of their life. And that's kind. That's an injection. It's very quick. They don't want to ruin the meat though with a quick injection that would be painless, do they? No. You can't humanly kill something that doesn't want to die.
Yeah, there you go. It's actually contradictory, really. And I think that's part of the issue that the RSPCA have. Part of the reason why this is such a big deal is because Brian May was the vice president. So he sent a letter, and it's all gone public, and it's, you know, it's a big deal. It's a big deal for him to just make a stand and to just call out that BS and that hypocrisy. Not giving the RSPCA a get out of jail free card, but I think they are treading a really difficult tightrope in terms of that. They need to just basically be a vegan organization. They need to just go full on. But of course, many of us will know that that's probably not something they're going to do. Jane is in the house. Jane, you here? That's
Can you try and keep the chat without just, especially at the moment.
Yeah.
Because try and keep it so it keeps moving.
We've just missed.
Oh no, we've got.
Thank you, the vegan metalhead, for the super chat. Greatly appreciated. Find vegan kimchi mandu. They are delicious. Okay. Right, scroll it down now. There we go. To be honest with you, Sharon, all of the wine, as we've mentioned before, all of the wine from Aldi is decent. We're no red wine connoisseurs, but this is a particularly nice one.
Oh, thank you for the correction. You're absolutely right, guys. Someone, not something. Thank you for correcting me. You are absolutely right. You cannot kill someone who doesn't want to die.
Yes.
And you certainly can't humanely kill someone that doesn't want to die.
Yeah. Thank you, Blood Rose. Actually, yeah. Shout out to Joey on that one, because his work around that stuff has been absolutely brilliant.
Gone. She gone. Let's go and rinse the plate. So it's easy to clean afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
There. Oh.
Right. Let's get this finished off. This has been absolutely delightful.
Oh, it's gorgeous. See, we didn't need to go and get any shawarma or doner or anything, did we? It's that kind of that combo of things really works with pretty much anything that you can put in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Oh. Oh. That was beautiful. Can I just say, by the way, if I ever say something, always pull me up. But I never mean that in a thingy kind, in a horrible kind of way, like I'm not seeing who they are. But you're absolutely right. Someone, not something, and I thank you. And it's like a pronoun. Slip up sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Stuart don't mind being called she by me. But sometimes I slip up when I say, but Stuart today is okay. Jason said that. And I go, oh, thank you.
Hey, I do the same. I'm not.
Yeah, we both kind of.
I'm not perfect.
Both kind of slip up now and again.
You know, the most important thing is to just make the effort. Really, innit? It doesn't take a lot.
No.
Really.
That was so. Yeah, they go really well in that kebab. Those chickens, hot and spicy chicken style strips.
So good.
Beautiful. Really, really tasty. Delicious meal. Thank you for sharing that with us. Sorry, guys. I'm a noisy eater. I like my food. A lot. I've gained quite a bit of weight since I quit smoking. So I've got to get on top of that. I realise that, but I'm like, okay, but you've given up tobacco, so you know, this is okay. You're allowed to gain a bit. That's fine.
Yeah, it's about finding your path again, isn't it?
Oh, David, you're an absolute love. Look after yourself, mate, and we'll see you soon.
Take care, David. Thanks for being here. And I love your down-to-earth communication as well. In fact, I want to highlight it. That's what it's all about, David.
And highlight Fat Vegan's Slim above as well, because I want everyone to be able to read that when they watch the video.
Yeah. Really good point.
Thank you, Fat Vegan Slim.
FVS. Right, I suppose I'll shift my plate then. But before I do that, I'm going to finish my water. I was going to finish my wine, but I'll leave my wine because I'm supping that fast. It feels like I am anyway.
We often drink a bottle on a live.
Oh.
But with our friends, though, we're chilled out. It's like being in pub with your mates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, Star Lover, no. The Cycle Club. We wound that up a while back after 12 years of doing it every Saturday and other times as well, but mainly Saturday afternoons. We did that for 12 years, ran a community cycling / mountain biking.
For a lot of years, Jason and I spread ourselves way too thinly.
We did, didn't we?
Over too many not-for-profit organisations that we never took anything from. We did the Cycle Club, we did Performance Plaza, we did Pink Triangle Theatre. Now, we made what you would make as a wage, as a day wage, but we all had to take a day off work to do that.
Yeah.
It kind of So nothing we've ever done has been for profit, and it came a time that we had to say, enough's enough now.
Can I just say thank you, by the way? That was
are
absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you for saying so, sweetheart. I appreciate that.
It really was, though. It really was. I mean, I always enjoy my food, but that was particularly splendid. I'm not washing my plate right now. Going in the sink right there until afterwards. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
is it? You see, now I didn't know that, so thank you again for the correction, Rita. Iberian week is what it's been a little.
Ah.
So it's not Spanish, it's Spanish and Portuguese. It's that whole.
Nice.
Thank you, Rita.
Right.
We got quite a few bits today, actually, in Iberian week.
Do you want to sort that out and I'll sort what's underneath it? Or do you want to? Okay.
Well, you're up,
yeah.
Babes.
There we go.
Just getting that's the book. I won't start looking at it now.
No, that's just rude and ignorant. There we go. And then we're going to do this, aren't we? We're going to do this. Let's just bring everything in a little bit.
We know Portugal is not part of Spain, Rita. Been to Portugal several times and always really enjoyed the selection of vegan stuff available in the supermarkets there. I think is it called? I can't remember what it's called.
Excuse me.
We went to two supermarkets. One seemed a bit bigger than the other, but the smaller one had a really good vegan range. Like, really good.
Adam is having his first Christmas dinner tomorrow, trying out the Tesco no turkey roast. Good shout, Adam.
Oh, I should be making the 86 Eats again. For sure.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
No, I love that stuff. And it does us for buddies as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of plates over Christmas. You know, when you just have a plate and you get like a sandwich, a few crisps, a couple of pickles, an olive, vegan pork pie,
Bit of cheese,
bit of a sausage roll, chunk of cheese and pineapple on a stick. All bits. Love that over Christmas. Love that. Love it.
Grazing for like 2-3 days. That's what it is, basically, isn't it? You know, as well as plates. David, yes. Apparently, there's quite a few people that have kind of stood up with Brian May on the whole RSPCA thing, which is good.
Oh, Instant Pot, Sid Cramp. I would have to say the Instant Pot. The Instant Pot. We've actually got one in our free ebook, which is downloadable from our website. I don't know if the link still works, but if anyone wants to buy an Instant Pot or something big, let me know. I'll go and get a quick affiliate link. The item won't cost you a penny more, but we'll get a few pennies. And you know what they say? Pennies make pounds.
They do say that.
And it does help.
They do say that, whoever they are.
Yeah, but the Instant Pot is just like the classic Instant Pot is brilliant.
I'm gonna pour some more wine, I think. Kerry, thank you for being here.
Cathedral City Extra Mature on a cracker with some chili jam, delicious. Oh, did you get some then, Adam? We've gone through Albert Block. We've had sandwiches and all bits, but I really want some cheese and pineapple. I love that. It's so tacky and 70s, isn't it? Cheese and pineapple on a stick, but I love it.
I don't think it's not tacky. It's classic. It's classic. Tacky is, you know.
And do you know what I want to do this Christmas? I need to get some vegan hot dogs, cut them into bits, and put them on a stick with a little silver skin pickle.
Yeah, that'd be up for that.
Yeah. That's like, that just reminds me of family buffets and family dues when I was a kid. And I'll make some tofu scramble and set some aside to make tofu egg mayonnaise, and then crumble some tofu into it for a bit of texture. And we'll have sandwiches and oh yeah,
lovely.
All
that to look forward to. All that. as well as autumnal soups.
Yeah,
We mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
you know, a few nice autumnal soups.
That butternut squash and sweet potato soup, that's one of my favourites.
Yeah, it's great. It is great.
Oh,
Pod, thank you for being here, and thank you for saying hello. Vegan Dinosaur, go and get some scran. Go and get something to eat. You know, have you not got any snacks you can dip into?
Christmas it's a fantastic time to eat, isn't it? It's not just it's the, you know, because we're not religious. I think it's important we mention that. I don't know why, because we don't see Christmas as a religious thing. It's always been and even though this has religious undertones, it's about peace and goodwill to all men. It's about just everybody being good to each other and nice to each other and wanting the best for each other. And it's like, it shouldn't be just once a year, but if you want to make that just once a year, okay, I'm going to eat a lot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, without a doubt. Flanny. You know what? It's the same for us. 5, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we've got 4 from Aldi and 1 that I picked up today from Lidl, but the one from Lidl is the big one, and that'll be used in the noodle soup because the ones from Aldi are not quite big enough.
Yes. Got a lot of tofu, guys. Got a lot of tofu in our fridge.
Yes, Rosie. Cheese and pickled onion too, but oh, she doesn't like pineapple. I like them both, me. Cheese and pickle, cheese and pineapple.
Ah, yes. Julie Bellamy, where you cut a melon or orange in half, wrap it in tin foil, and stick the cocktail sticks in. Paul, lol, my kids loved it.
I think I did it in a potato. We did it once on the channel. We did cheese and pineapple, didn't we? And I think we stuck it in a potato wrapped in tin foil.
Ashley's right, of course. It's not. We ain't even got to Halloween yet. I can't believe so many of you are saying the filthy C word in September. You're not wrong, Ashley. You're not wrong. But you know what? Going back to what Paul was saying before, season of goodwill. You know what? There's a reason why it's so popular. You know, whether you're religious or otherwise. You know, people are a little bit happier. People smile a little bit more in the street. Complete strangers might occasionally say to you, "All the best." You know, wouldn't it be nice if it could be like that all the time? A bit like, you know, when you go camping or caravanning. Similar kind of thing, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Oh, well, I feel very nice now.
I feel very nice, and I'm so buzzed that we've got this kind of community around us. I bloody love you guys.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's cheers.
Yeah, cheers indeed. Yeah, it's proper nice to connect with you all this evening. You know, like I said, we went through the basics of it at the start. It's been a really tough month. There's been a lot going on, and it's really nice just to connect with you all and just, you know, chat with you, answer a few questions, see what you're all up to, all that stuff. Adam, why do we eat ourselves to death when it's a seasonal holiday?
Because it's fun. We don't really do Easter or Halloween.
We don't. I kind of wish that we did Halloween. I love the concept of Halloween, but no one else does Halloween, like, or even kind of really does much of anything around here where we live. So it's a bit kind of, it's a bit lackluster, to, you know, to say the least. Oh, nice one, Adam. Cheers for the update. 96, 97 thumbs up on the live stream. If we can hit 100, that'd be amazing.
For those of you watching on TV, though, that don't know how to like, if you click your enter or OK button on your remote, it'll come up at the bottom with the, you know, play, pause, blah, blah, blah. And then if you press up on your direction, you'll go up to the title of the video. You can then move across to channel, thumbs up. You can just go to thumbs up, click enter or OK again. And that is how you like a video on YouTube if you're watching on TV.
Yeah. And some TVs will allow you to look at the chat, the live chat.
Yeah, if you go to the little speech bubble symbol, it'll bring up the chat at this side, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose I guess it depends on the telly and what software's installed, but you know. Just scrolling back up for a second. Darren, hi, says hi guys. Darren, thank you for being here. And Dorcas says Halloween is our wedding anniversary.
Oh,
That's nice. Oh, thank you, Linda. Appreciated. Yeah, we feel the love. You know what? When it's whether it's a birthday, a hard time that we're going through, the well wishes. You know, going back to a few weeks ago, all the beautiful comments and messages for both of our mums. It was so nice.
yeah,
Really
Joan's
nice.
a bit worried about Joan at the moment. She's suffering a lot of pain.
Yeah.
At the moment on both sides. It's been continuous every day, by the way.
Right.
She's got a scan booked in on Wednesday this coming week. And I'm just hoping that things haven't started to grow again or grown more.
Yeah.
But she is having a lot of pain. So, here's the thing now. One of our parents is always going to be ill. We've already lost one. Cyril's gone. That was my dad. That was 13 years ago. We've got 3 parents left between us.
I think it just comes to everybody in their life at some point, doesn't it? You know, it's something we all have to face.
Yeah.
And it's never going to be an easy thing to deal with.
Hello, baby.
And it's one of the biggest battles that many of us go through.
Let people say a quick hello to you. Yeah. Yeah. Just a quick hello. That's all. Thanks, baby.
Hello and bye-bye.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate you not whinging.
She's having some food. Ah, nice.
There you go. That was little artist.
Oh, I'm just scroll back up a little bit for a second. Tracy and Leroy, please let Joan know that Leroy and I are thinking of her.
Do you know what? We always let both our mums know that all of you guys online, there's the odd scrawl that's hurting and needs help, but most of you are loving and supportive, and we all always let them know. So, but thank you, sweetheart.
Definitely.
Much appreciated. I think we've reached a time where there's always going to be a little concern or other about one of our parents, something ongoing, some issue that needs to be sorted out. Like I've said, the last month has been all about Mum Brum.
Yeah, pretty much. I think the other thing to bear in mind, and I was thinking about this earlier on today, because it's because obviously we both spent many years working in the NHS. We're both involved a lot in our jobs in kind of mental health, just in general. Not that we're professing to be experts by any means, but I think sometimes talking specifically about this, that is something that many, if not all of us, have to go through at some point in our life. I'm very mindful these days to not use my measuring rod and attach that to somebody else.
Yeah.
And by that I mean grief, loss, stress and anxiety in general. That whole thing of like, well, I'm strong enough to get through it. What's your problem? You know, man up, and all that stuff. It's like everybody's got their own battle that they're facing, and we all deal with it in different ways. And there's these techniques and things that we can do to help it. But I think sometimes what works for one might not work for somebody else. And I only said that because I was thinking about this earlier on in terms of like, I think we've been really good over the last month at managing and dealing what we've had to deal with, but then also finding our escape routes when we've needed to.
Oh, absolutely.
As well.
No, we are. Well, we're very good at that. We're both very good at that. We've always been very good at that.
Do you want to go out?
Because for those of you that don't know, we've also had a pretty horrific online abuse, malicious communications, homophobia, death threats, hatred. It's been ongoing for 10 months, and it's took its toll. I mean, I deleted some messages from Mum Brom's Kindle yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday or the day before, yeah. Yeah.
Horrific messages. This is one sick person. And when I say sick, I mean in the context of sick, as in maybe there is something there that's treatable and isn't being treated.
Mm-hmm.
And sick as in evil and malicious intent, wanting to hurt. I mean, it doesn't, but then again, it does, especially when it affects our friends and families who it shouldn't be affecting. But we've had that for 10 months. However, yeah, changes have been made recently, legally. It's not like we killed him. Yeah, we will share more on that as and when we can. But if I showed you some of the messages, you would be horrified. Emailing, messaging. This was on Facebook. Jason's mum saying that I'd stabbed and hurt him and did it all the time. And Paul is a faggot. I will murder Paul. I will rape Paul. Horrific stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been an absolute mess. Do you know what I mean? I mean,
10 months.
I wasn't going to kind of go into it in any great detail, but
I wanted to, yeah, no, I wanted to talk about it tonight because it's like people like that exist in the world, you know, and some people have to deal with them, and we're some of those people who've had to deal with them, and we've been reporting and logging everything, and one day we'll do a vlog about it all.
yeah, probably. Just scrolling back up in terms of just missing a few of the comments.
Dave.
Yeah, that's why I scrolled back up and paused right there where Dave's
Yeah,
comment
I
is.
know. That's why I pointed it out.
Dave says, I'm going to highlight it for those who want to see it. Dave says, do you guys ever eat desserts? We do.
We do.
We're just not massive dessert eaters, are we?
No, we bought some lovely cakes not too long ago. We smashed them,
Yes.
didn't we, over like a week?
Yeah, and also we're not, if we do have something sweet, it might be like, if we're at home especially, it might be like an hour after we've eaten our.
Yeah. If I see a yellow sticker, the Spanish lemon one, if I see a yellow sticker, one of them, that's coming on with us. For sure.
Always, yeah, without a doubt. And we love the standard stuff, the vegan magnums, just ice cream in general, Ben and Jerry's. You know, we do both have a sweet tooth of a sort, but I think these days we do tend to lean more heavily towards savoury. But yeah, like, you know, an hour or so from now, when we're sat watching an episode of Deep Space Nine, we'll probably have something. Bit of chocolate, or I don't actually even know what we've got in that's sweet, but we've got a few options, I think. Dorcas and Kerry. Loss is so difficult. It's so difficult.
I'm so sorry, Kerry, darling. I'll leave that up. I can't read it out. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I lost my mum in May, really struggling, but it's great you talk about it and it helps me a lot. I have no parents left now. I cared for her all my life and the last 3 years at home. Yeah. Kerry, it's just brutal, isn't it? It's brutal. But we've got to keep, I mean, again, it's different for everybody. That's what I said before about the measuring rod. It's different for everybody. What works for one might not work for something else. And what that kind of forces you to have to do is to try a good few different things to try and find something to help you keep moving along and feeling a little bit better. But I mean, does it ever really leave you? It doesn't, does it? You've just got to kind of try and learn to live with it, which sucks in itself. But yeah, you have our absolute condolences. It's a battle that we all face. It's the crap thing about mortality, isn't it? We were talking about this just a couple of weeks ago. We actually debated. This is one of those times when we wish we'd have had the camera switched on in the living room, because we were sat debating about the pros and cons of being a vampire or being immortal, which is a very deep subject. But we had a good 20-30 minutes talking about it. But back to the original point, in the real world, that is a battle that we all have to face at some point, isn't it? And it's horrible when it comes way, way too soon.
Yeah, Kerry, your post got me, man. It was. I dread losing my mum. Lost my dad 13 years ago. That's why we live where we live now. Actually, just a few doors away from my mum. We moved there when my dad got given 10 months to live. And this house was empty, and it was a godsend, because it was a good send. So yeah, to you, my darling.
Yes, I would do the same, but I don't actually have any wine left, so you know. I think,
and Dorcas too.
Yeah,
you know, loss is a hard thing to. I've got a vlog on the channel here. A gay man and his dad. There are two versions of it. There's a longer version, and then there's a shortened version that I recorded exactly 2 weeks after my dad had died. And it was after the funeral. It was very cathartic, actually. Still miss my dad. Didn't have a great relationship with him for too many years, and then had an amazing relationship with him for too short a time. And I think that perhaps happens with a lot of us.
I think it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think it happens a lot, but you got to cherish those things, haven't you?
Oh God, absolutely. Those memories of us all together in Tenerife.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I'll say it now, and I hope that I'm trying to try not to get too emotional when I say it, because I did just have a moment then for a second thinking about saying it. So I'm getting myself a little bit in check. I don't think I would have written the song about your dad if your dad hadn't have had such an impact on my life. Because you don't write songs about people unless they've impacted your life.
No.
So
you've brought me though.
I'm sorry. Oh, it's an emotional one tonight.
And tell people what that song is. I'm going having a beer.
Well, basically, I mean, just if you feel inclined, go to my Bandcamp, Jason Bromley Music, and have a listen. But basically, when Cyril passed, the thing that I latched onto, and I still find very powerful to this day, knowing Cyril and knowing the relationship that Paul had with Cyril for many years versus the last few years, and him being at our wedding and being completely accepting of me and welcoming me into the family, and the change that he went through, I still hold that now to this day as a benchmark for what anybody can achieve and what anybody can do in terms of really just being a decent human being and loving and respecting other people around you, regardless of their gender or sexuality or religion. And you know, I know I'm preaching to the choir here in the community, obviously, but yeah, so that was why I wrote the song, to kind of just a little bit of a tribute to Cyril, and to try within the lyrics of that song to give a little bit of an insight into who he was as a person.
What's it called?
You know? It's gone completely out of my head.
I can't remember the title either.
We're just talking about it then, and it's just gone completely out of my head. I'll tell you what I'll do. Whilst you talk at these lovely folk here for a second.
I will.
And I'll have a quick check.
I'll say this now. We'll go back onto Rona for a second. because I hope she sees this one day. And if you do, Mum Rona, I'm so bloody proud of you, lady. I am so bloody proud of you. This month.
Yeah.
Because it's not been easy for her. You know, she's only been in hospital once when she was like 5, I think, having the tonsils out. That's it. And she's only been doctors twice for COVID vaccinations. Never goes to doctors for anything. And she's been in hospital for a month, and she's gone from a curled up ball in a bed that was about to die to major surgery, and now ready to go home and start living again differently, but still the same. Love you, lady. Bloody proud of you. In fact, I'm going to send you a link to this. You need to watch this.
Yeah. Well,
know that we both obviously adore you and are so proud of you, Mum.
Yeah.
So proud of you.
Yeah.
For the incredible work you've done over last month. So anyway, there you go. Shut up now.
Back to what we were talking about just a mere moment ago. The song is called "Look to Him."
Ah, yes, of course.
And it's right there in the live chat for anybody who's interested. At some point, either just copy it now and paste it later.
If you're going to do that, I'm going to do this.
But yeah, whilst Paul's doing that, you don't need to
Man.
talk whilst you're typing, because I can talk, you know, quite capable. Yeah, just to go back to what Paul was saying before, Mum Brom has done remarkably well. But also going back to what we were saying before about grief and loss and everything else, and just living in the real being. We are also very mindful that what we've done is we bought time. And that's a very difficult thing to buy in this world. And I said that to Mum a couple of weeks ago. I said, what we've done, Mum, is we've bought time, and we need to make them the best of that time that we possibly can, because we don't know.
Absolutely. You know? And there's another link, and that's the Gay Man and His Dad vlog, which is a huge tribute to my dad, Cyril, who proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that anyone can change. Anyone. So, yeah. Funny world. Dad Brom, by the way, has been a bloody rock. Because a lot of people are asking about him, and we don't ever talk about him. He's been a bloody rock. He's been there every day for 6, 7, 8 hours a day with Rona, helping her out, supporting her, just there for company.
It's not just that. It's the fact that they've been together 52 years. Yeah. And, you know, I'm not under any illusions that once Dad goes back home, having spent quite a lot of time with Mum, he's in that house on his own.
Yeah.
And that's a weird thing to have to kind of process and deal with.
Be watching us right now.
He might be. Dad,
if you are watching us right now,
love you, Dad.
We bloody love you and all, fella.
And if he's not watching it live, he'll probably be watching it at some point. So.
And you're going to be weirded out tonight, aren't you? With bed in dining room.
I've not seen the wonderful, I am sure, wonderful paint job that you've done at the garage to occupy yourself, but I've seen the fantastic job you've done of the front garden, and it's brilliant. So well done you for keeping your mind and your body occupied and busy, and for all of your support of Mum and helping her through this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to have a last little glass of wine, and then we're going to start wrapping things up.
Yeah, honestly, Adam, Dad Brom is doing bloody great. He's the guy's a legend. He is. Do you know what? They are an amazing couple.
Yeah,
they are an amazing couple, and they've been through a terrible month, really terrible. The only time they've ever been separate, other than this, is when Dad was having his kidney out, and that was a bit ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But at the time, Donna, Jason's sister, still lived at home. So Rona had company. David's had. But we've spoke to him pretty much every night, haven't we?
Yeah.
So.
Definitely.
Yeah, we love you, Dad. Well, you know that. You big daft egg. The vegan dinosaur. What should I name this cat? Is it a boy or a girl? Vegan dinosaur. Let us know. If it's a boy or a girl. So this just came in your house, didn't it? Good night, Michael.
Thanks for being here, Michael.
Thank you for coming, my love.
All the best.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
Ah, cheers, Adam, dude. Cheers. It's not like it's not like we ever have bullet points or scripts or anything like that. We sit down, whether it's a Friday night in the lounge, Saturday mukbang, or even cooking in the kitchen. We just sit down and we just get on with it, don't we? You know, honestly, we genuinely don't ever kind of, it's not contrived, and you can probably tell by that, to be fair. We just generally just sit down regardless, and on the very, very rare occasions, and it's usually me, to be honest with you, you know, the very rare occasions, I'll be like, and this is how I usually present it, I'll be like to Paul, I haven't got anything to say at the moment. I don't want to do a live. I don't want to do a live stream. My head's not in a great spot. It's very rare, but occasionally it does happen. But when we are live on here, it's real, and we talk about all kinds of stuff. And sometimes we just don't know. Stuff just come up because it's what's in our heads, doesn't it? That's how it is.
Yeah. The vegan dinosaur is quite big. I think it's a boy, and yes.
It's a tricky one.
Why do you call him Walken? One, after the fantastic actor Christopher Walken, and two, because he just walked in.
That's not a bad idea. I quite like that. I mean, as somebody who's a fan of Christopher Walken as well.
But if you're not, we can come up with something else.
We've still got to watch Dead Zone again at some point.
I love that film.
Got to watch Dead Zone again at some point. It's a great film. And also the episode of South Park where Eric Cartman wakes up from whatever it was that he wakes up from, and they put that artificial beard on him, and he ends up becoming.
Oh, Tracy, I like that. Destiny.
Nice. Yeah.
If Kitty just showed up, how about Destiny?
Ah, thanks, Dorcas. Ah, Adam, bless you, dude.
I'm going to highlight that, Adam, and I hope you don't mind that.
Bless you, dude, seriously. Yeah. You know what? I think there's an element of it as well, Adam, in all sincerity, because it wasn't that long ago. I'm only maybe 7 or 8, maybe 10 years ago, if I'm honest. I was a lot. I'm going to use the word harder, and I hope you understand what I mean by that. Emotionally, I was a lot harder. And I think ultimately that as you get a bit older, I think you just start to be more in touch with your emotions and just kind of be a little bit like, actually, this is something that's important, and I'm going to just sit with it, and rather than pushing it away or putting it on a shelf.
I love my emotions.
Yeah, but I've said this before, Babs, you are genuinely an exception to the rule. A lot. I have said this many times.
I know.
Over the years.
Yeah, but I think it's acknowledging that I'm so lucky to be able to feel them.
Yeah.
And so nothing about that makes me want to suppress them or hide them away. I'm like, these are beautiful things that I can feel.
Yeah.
Like, you know, core beautiful things, and I'm so appreciative that I can feel them, and that I can, because I can, with you, Adam, for example, I can look at you and say, I love that man. I love you, Adam. I love Emma. I love your kids. I love Ashley. I love Tom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're all, I love Leanne. I love Imran. You're all really important people to me. I love Dorcas. I love Flanny. There are so many of you on this channel that I truly feel love for.
Yeah.
But of course, with our parents, it's.
Of course, yeah. And Adam has just updated and said 125 thumbs up. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. That smashes the 100 out of the park. So yeah, thank you so much for that. I'm going to say, go back to the conversation we were having about Walken. The vegan dinosaur says, hoping he has a human as he is thin. Bless. I'm also appreciative. I don't know if you're aware of this, the vegan dinosaur, you may be, but I'm also appreciative of the fact that you wrote human in that way, because it's slightly reminiscent of Ferengis and how Ferengis refer to humans. Human. Yeah, so nice. I like that. Thank you. Right, I'm going to scroll down a little bit. We're going to finish off our wine, and I'm going to wrap things up. And on that note, just literally talking about it, we'll probably go and watch an episode of DS9.
Yeah, we will. We will.
Right, scrolling slowly. Bless you, Leanne.
Star Lover, of course we love you. You've been around. Why have you put a gap in your name, though? It used to all be one.
It's better as two.
I don't know. I quite liked it as one.
Yeah, I think it makes more sense to be Star Lover.
But I'm happy to accept you as a double-named person, of course.
I think the other thing as well, going back to what Paul was saying before, is I think we're genuinely going to feel love and connection with 99.9% of vegans. So there's that as well. It's a little bit like when you go to vegan camp out and you just, you know, we came back from vegan camp out this year and we were genuinely like, you just feel the love and the camaraderie and just having that connection with others, that everybody that's surrounding you is kind of on the same wavelength and is understanding of what we're all trying to do here. Because you come across some people sometimes and they just don't get it, do they? They don't get it.
Star Lover, is there supposed to be a star in between Star and Lover? Because, well, on here there's nothing. Maybe it's only on YouTube, though. We're in our streaming studio.
Oh, here. Maybe.
So
maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, nice. Yeah, feeling the love tonight, everyone. And it's not just the wine.
Oh, Liz is feeling unloved. They closed their day centre yesterday, the buggers. Oh, I'm sorry, Liz. Know that we love you. We love you in your Ange.
Yeah. Rosie. Alex, we had a cat we called Fang, did just that, just walked right in and stayed. They do say, don't they, that cats choose, don't they, where they want to live.
Yeah.
Nice one, Kerry.
Right, shall we start bringing this one to a close? Oh, hour and 22 minutes. I did enjoy my dinner, though.
Oh, it was beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
It was absolutely beautiful. Actually, just a final point, just as we're wrapping up, there was one other thing that I wanted to mention, because we haven't watched it yet, but we plan to very soon. The new documentary on Netflix, Will and Harper.
Oh, yes.
That's just, I think, dropped yesterday or today. I'm hearing great things about it. And yeah, I think that's definitely a worthy contender for watching over the next few days. If you've got Netflix, Will and Harper, definitely worth checking that out. We'll do the same.
Yeah, I was going to say we haven't seen it yet, but I'm really looking forward to watching that. And if you don't know what it's about, it's one of Will's dear friends has
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell has transitioned, and this friend used to go on road trips constantly and go around all these places, sporting venues and stuff, but was now scared to now that they'd transitioned. And so they decided to go together and make a documentary. And I think it'll be a beautiful thing to watch. So, yeah.
Completely unrelated. Adam says, I got stung on the neck by a wasp yesterday. Bloody wasp hanging off my neck, and I still couldn't swat him away. You know what, Adam? You mentioned that. I've never been stung in my life by a bee or a wasp. Never. Ever been stung, which is a little bit scary. Just saying, you know.
Right. Just want to say massive. We have been going through a time of it of late, and these are just beautiful. Sometimes to spend some time with all of you and eat beautiful food and drink wine and talk about all kinds of things and share our emotions and our stories and hear yours. Just bloody thank you, guys. It's, you know, in not so many years, none of us are going to be here. and there'll be no memory of us. It's so important to treasure all of this while we're here now, and the fact that we can share and be together and live our lives and share our lives and love our lives. Thank you. To our moderators, Bev, who popped in for a while, and Leanne and Ashley, thank you, guys. Never expected, always appreciated. We love you. To all our channel members, our patrons, everyone who's clicked like tonight, everyone who's watched, everyone who might subscribe from watching this, and everyone who just watches it, thank you. We really appreciate it. Love you, mister.
Love you.
Love you, guys. We will see you again very soon. Until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other.
Always. I'll never miss it. Not one time will I ever miss it. Bye, loves.
Bye, loves.